Now let's examine a few contingency theories that each look at defining leadership style and the situation and attempt to answer the contingency: if this is the context or situation, then this is the best leadership style to use. The first comprehensive contingency model for leadership was developed by Fred Fiedler and was based on the premise that a certain leadership style would be most effective across all different types of situations. Fiedler proposed that a key factor in leadership success was an individual's basic leadership style, which could be categorized as either task-oriented or relationship-oriented. To measure a leader's style, Fiedler developed the Least Preferred Coworker questionnaire. This questionnaire contained 18 pairs of contrasting adjectives such as pleasant or unpleasant, boring and interesting. Respondents were then asked to think of all the coworkers that they'd ever had and to describe that one person with whom they least enjoyed working by rating him or her on a scale of 1 to 8 for each of the sets of adjectives. If the leader described the least preferred coworker in relatively positive terms, then the leader was primarily interested in good personal relations and coworkers, and that style would be described as relationship-oriented. In contrast, if the leader saw the least preferred coworker in relatively unfavorable terms, then that leader was primarily interested in productivity, and his or her style would be labeled as task-oriented. Richard Branson, founder and CEO of the Virgin Group, is a relationship-oriented leader. Branson is fun-loving, takes a personal interest in the needs of his employees, and emphasizes interpersonal relations and accepts individual differences among workers. After an individual's leadership style has been assessed through the LPC, the leader was matched with the situation. Fiedler's research uncovered 3 contingency dimensions that defined the key situational factors in leader effectiveness. Leader-member relations is the degree of confidence, trust, and respect employees had for their leader, rated as either good or poor. Task structure is the degree to which job assignments were formalized and structured, and rated as either high or low. Position power is the degree of influence a leader had over activities such as hiring, firing, discipline and promotions, and salary increases, rated as either strong or weak. Each leadership situation was evaluated in terms of these 3 contingency variables, which, when combined, produced 8 possible situations that were either favorable or unfavorable for the leader. Research testing the overall validity of Fiedler's model has shown considerable evidence to support it. However, its major criticisms include it's unrealistic to assume that a person can't change his or her leadership style to fit the situation. The LPC wasn't very practical, and the situational variables were difficult to assess. Despite its shortcomings, the Fiedler model shows that effective leadership styles need to reflect situational factors.